You are blocking wealth right now. Not because you were lazy, not because you lack opportunity, not because the economy is wrong or the timing is off or you were born into the wrong circumstances. You are blocking it because of something so deeply embedded in the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you move through the world that you have never once questioned whether it was there. And here is what makes this different from everything else you've heard about money and mindset. The block is not in your thoughts. It is not in your beliefs. It is not in your habits or your morning routine or the affirmations you have or have not been saying. The block is in something that operates before all of those. Something so fundamental to how your nervous system works that no course, no visualization practice, no vision board has ever been able to reach it. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what it is. Stay until the end, because the moment you see it, and I mean actually see it, the block begins to dissolve. Not in weeks, not after years of inner work, in the moment of genuine seeing. Subscribe to Hermetic Mind right now and comment below, what is the one thing you have tried to change about your financial life that simply refuses to change? Because your answer is the surface evidence of exactly what I am about to show you. Let me start by telling you something that will feel wrong at first. Most people who are committed to abundance, who read the books, who practice the techniques, who genuinely want a different financial reality, are working harder to stay poor than they would need to work to become wealthy. Not because they're sabotaging themselves consciously, because they're running a program they have never examined with a level of honesty that the program actually requires. Here is the program. From the earliest years of your life, before you had the cognitive capacity to evaluate what you were receiving, your nervous system was absorbing signals, not lessons, signals. The way your parents talked about money when they thought you were not listening, the emotional frequency in the house at the end of a difficult financial month, the unspoken message in 1,000 small moments that told your developing nervous system, this is what money feels like. This is the emotional landscape of financial reality. This is what it means to be someone in relationship with wealth. And your nervous system, doing precisely what it was designed to do, accepted every one of those signals as fundamental truth about the nature of financial reality. Not as one possible experience of money, as the experience of money, the only real one, the one that matches reality. And it has been running that program every single day since. Now here is where it gets precise. That program is not stored in your mind. This is the piece that changes everything. Joe Dispenza spent years documenting this in neuroscience research that permanently altered our understanding of why people cannot change despite genuine conscious intention. He found that after a belief has been held long enough with sufficient emotional intensity, it stops living in the mind. It moves into the body. The cells of the nervous system begin to anticipate the emotional state associated with the belief before any conscious thought occurs. The body literally becomes the belief. Which means when you sit down to visualize abundance, when you repeat your affirmations, when you set your intention, your body is already 3 steps ahead of you, running the program it memorized in childhood. Before the conscious mind has even fully formed its positive thought, the nervous system has already generated the biochemical environment of the old belief. The stress chemistry of scarcity, the subtle contraction of someone who has learned that money is hard, the barely perceptible holding of a nervous system that expects things to be difficult. And your conscious intention, as genuine and committed as it is attempting to broadcast abundance from a body that is simultaneously broadcasting the opposite. The universe receives the body's signal, not the mind's intention. The body always speaks louder, and the body has been saying the same thing for 30, 40, 50 years.
Now this is where most people get it completely wrong. When they hear this, when they understand for the first time that the block is in the body, they try to fix the body with mind-based tools, better affirmations, more vivid visualizations, stronger emotional intensity in their practices, and nothing changes, because they are using the wrong instrument. You cannot think your way out of a body-level belief. The body does not speak the language of conscious thought. It speaks the language of experience, of genuine felt reality, of states that are lived rather than performed. This is not a new discovery. The ancient Hermetic initiates understood this principle 5,000 years before neuroscience had the tools to measure it. The principle of vibration does not state that your thoughts create your reality. It states that your state creates your reality. Not what you think, not what you intend, not what you want, what you are. At the level of the nervous system, at the level of the body, at the level of the frequency, you are continuously broadcasting 24 hours a day without any conscious instruction. The work, the real work, is not changing your thoughts about money. It's changing what your body believes money feels like. Let me give you an analogy that will make this completely clear. Imagine a radio tower. Your body is the tower. Your nervous system is the transmitter. The frequency you broadcast is not determined by the sign on the tower. It is determined by the actual electrical signal running through the transmitter. You can paint the tower gold. You can put a sign on it that says abundance. You can intend for it to broadcast abundance. But if the electrical signal running through the transmitter is a frequency of scarcity, the universe receives scarcity every time, without exception, with perfect mathematical accuracy. The tower's appearance is irrelevant. The sign is irrelevant. The intention is irrelevant. The only thing that matters is the frequency of the actual signal. And the signal is generated by the body's belief system, not the mind's intention. Now here is the question that changes everything. How do you change the electrical signal running through the transmitter? Not by changing the sign, not by painting the tower, not by intending for it to broadcast differently, by changing what generates the signal, by changing the state of the body, the actual felt, lived, experienced state, not the performed state, not the intended state, the genuine state. Here is what genuine state change looks like and why it's so different from anything you have probably tried before. It begins not with a practice, it begins with an honest question. Not what do I want to feel about money, but what does my body actually believe money feels like right now? Sit with that question, not in your mind, in your body. Notice the physical sensation that arises when you bring your attention to your financial reality. The tightening in the chest, the subtle holding of the breath, the barely perceptible bracing of a nervous system that has been conditioned to anticipate financial difficulty. That sensation, whatever it is for you, is the program. And the moment you can feel it clearly, not analyze it, not understand it intellectually, but actually feel it with the kind of honest attention most people give only to physical pain, something begins to shift. Because the program only has power when it operates in darkness, when it runs beneath your awareness, when you are so accustomed to its frequency that you no longer notice it is there. The moment you bring it into the light, the moment genuine attention meets the body's deepest held belief, the belief begins to loose its grip. Not completely, not instantly, but the dissolution begins. Carl Jung said something that has never been more relevant than in this moment of your watching this video. He said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. The body-level belief about money is the unconscious. The financial patterns that keep repeating, the ceiling you cannot break through, the opportunities that arrive but never land, the progress that starts but does not sustain. This is not fate. This is the unconscious program directing the 95% of your behavior that happens below the level of conscious choice. And the path to changing it is not a new technique. It is not a stronger practice. It is not more commitment or more discipline. It is exactly what Jung pointed to, making the unconscious conscious, feeling what the body actually believes, honestly, directly, without defense, and in that genuine moment of felt awareness, beginning the process that no affirmation has ever been able to start, the dissolution of the program from the inside. Here is the shift, not a practice, a shift. For the next 7 days, before you do any manifestation practice, before you meditate, before you set your intention, spend 2 minutes asking your body what it currently believes about money. Not your mind, your body. Feel the answer rather than think it, and whatever the feeling is, meet it with the one